everyone, I'm Pratima and this is the Infinix Note 40 Pro Plus. I have not reviewed a lot of Infinix phones on my channel before. If I remember correctly, the last one I reviewed was last year. It was the Infinix GT10 Pro and it was a fantastic gaming phone. Now we have this one, the Note 40 Pro Plus, that is launched for some $300 globally, but it is yet to launch in India. Anyways, let's unbox this phone and see what it's got. Alright, so here we have a different paper box. I'll unbox it later. The phone. Alright. Okay, so there's a screen protector, which means that it does not come pre-installed, and we have manuals, stickers, and then we have this charger. I'll talk about it in just a while. And then here we have the Infinix Note 40 Pro Plus. Just a second, let me... Alright, so here we have the Infinix Note 40 Pro Plus. And then we have a 100-watt charger. Okay, here, a 100-watt charger and charging cables to go with it. Here it's a Type-C to Type-C cable, by the way. And then finally we have some earphones, and these are Type-C earphones. And as I said before, you also get a wireless charging support here. So wireless charger, and it goes on like this. I just want to show it to you guys. Okay, so here it is. I'm just going to throw it. Alright, so here's the phone, and you put on the cover like this. And then this wireless charger goes on right here. Let me plug it in and show you guys. Okay, so it goes on like this, and then it charges. It just takes a little bit of time. And here we have a wireless charging support on a budget phone, which is incredible. This charger has a 20-watt support. So I actually also want to try it on my iPhone. I'm not sure if it charges, but I want to try it just in case. This is the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and okay, it charges your iPhone as well. And by the way, you also get this. This is a battery pack, and I'm guessing you have to buy it separately, but you also have an option to carry a battery pack with it. Looks very similar to Apple's MagSafe. Alright, so what you do is you just stick it on like you do with iPhones, and it charges this one wirelessly. So this one has a 3020 mAh battery, and this phone has a 4600 mAh battery. So together it's some 7000 mAh, and that is a lot of battery to take in. And it might come really handy when you are traveling or something like that. Anyway, so when you charge this phone, you also get this really cool lighting effect. It's called halo lighting, and it glows while you charge this phone and while you get notifications and stuff. So that is cool. It kind of reminds me of my first phone that I reviewed back in 2018, the Samsung Galaxy J7 Max. It had a very similar feature, and I thought it was really cool back then, and the effect is still here. Anyway, so let's talk about the phone now. Alright, so I really love the design of this phone. You can see it's very sleek, thin, and I love the leather finish at the back. It feels very good, kind of like a premium phone. It does not feel like a budget phone at all. You can see a very prominent camera cutout on the top, and it houses 3 cameras basically, but 2 of them are like useless 2 megapixel sensors. There's another 108 megapixel sensor, which I will get to later on. But overall, I really love the sleek looks. It has a nice curved design, looks very premium, and I love that it has this punch hole that's really tiny. So overall, even from the front, it looks like you're holding a premium phone. By the way, I love this green color option, but if this is not your thing, you can also go with a black variant. Infinix has done a really good job in the display department as well. This is a 6.78 inches AMOLED screen, and first of all, I love how thin and symmetrical the bezels are. Looks really nice, and this display has 120 Hz refresh rate, and it's optimized quite well. It switches between 60 and 120 Hz depending on what's there on the screen, and as I said, it's pretty well optimized, but it takes a little bit of time to register what's happening on the screen, and then it switches. But for a budget phone, I will not complain that much about it. And this is also a very nice screen to watch content on. It is very pleasing color reproduction, and at the same time the contrast is rich, so I have loved watching watching movies and shows on this screen. You also get an in-display fingerprint sensor here that is fast and accurate, and good thing is that even at this price point you're getting Gorilla Glass 5 protection, which is something I really appreciate. And there is 1300 nits of peak brightness, so visibility in outdoor situations has not been a problem for me. So overall, this screen has a lot of things to appreciate at this very price point. But there are a few things that you must know. First is that this is not a 12-bit display like you get with Redmi phones. This is just a 10-bit display, and it does not support HDR video playback in Netflix, so that could be a bummer for some people. Infinix says that they have included an X-axis vibration motor here, but I didn't quite feel that it was very premium. It kind of feels buzzy, so the typing experience here has only been average. But the good thing is that you get stereo speakers here, and the output is good enough for content consumption and such. It's not the most balanced, but at this price point, I really can't complain. So powering this phone is the Dimensity 7020 chipset, which is the same chip that you get on Motorola's G54. That comes for a much lesser price, so you can guess that this is not a performance-centric phone. It can do your regular basic tasks well, and its gaming capabilities are average, but apart from that, you can't expect a lot from this phone. I tried playing a couple of games like PUBG and Call of Duty, and you can basically get around 30 to 40 FPS on both the games, so that is that level of performance that you can expect from this phone. But you get really interesting things on the software side of things, and one of my favorites is AI wallpaper generator. So what you have to do is go to the settings, go to personalization, AI wallpaper generator, and then you can type in what kind of wallpaper you want on this device, and it will just generate it for you. So for instance, I want cat sitting on a beach. So you just hit generate like this. It takes a little time to generate the image, and I hope it does a good job. Okay. Oh, there you have it, a cute cat that is sitting on the beach. Not bad at all. So you can try different things with it. But the limitation here is the fact that you can only generate up to 6 images per day, and sometimes things might not turn out as expected. And one of the other cool AI features is that there's this app called Folax, which is a ChatGPT based AI model, and it basically does what ChatGPT does. So I just want to show you guys how it works. Alright, so here is the app. You can give voice commands and you can type at the same time. Tell me something about cats.
Cats are independent animals that have been domesticated for thousands of years. They have a unique ability to land on their feet.
Okay, thank you. I'll make sure to tell this to my cat. So basically works very well. Sometimes you might not get the voice output as soon as you like, but workable. Also, you get FM radio in here, so if your parents or grandparents like listening to FM radio, they might be very thankful if you get them this phone. Anyway, you get Android 14 here out of the box, and there is Infinix's proprietary XOS skin on top, and it's pretty optimized, I would say. There's only been 1 or 2 times that the UI has lagged a little bit, but other than that, I have had a great experience. It's actually cleaner than what you get with Realme and Redmi phones, so I'm really thankful for that. Having said that, there are a little bit of bloatware apps, but most of them can be uninstalled. There are like 4 that cannot be uninstalled, so that might be a bummer for some people. I didn't care about it that much. But if I do have to nitpick a little bit, I'm not really a huge fan of its notification shade. But again, I'm nitpicking, and a good thing is that you get 2 plus 3 years of software updates, 2 years of Android, 3 years of security patches. So that is an improvement from Infinix. Alright, so for cameras, you're getting a triple camera setup here. There's a 108 megapixel sensor, and then there are a couple of 2 megapixel sensors which are not really useful. I did miss an ultra wide angle sensor here, especially considering the price range. Even the primary camera's performance is strictly average. It tends to over sharpen artifacts. The colors are nice and punchy. They look boosted, but sometimes it can be too much. It looks overbearing. Other than that, usually you will get good images. There's also a 3x mode, which basically crops in from the main sensor, and it does a pretty good job. The output is nice. I don't really like the way it handles human subjects though. It makes it extremely sharp, and if you look at these images, you can see that I look like a painting in most of the images. Selfies are also very average looking. The exposure management is a hit or a miss, so basically very average photography prowess, and even the videography aspect is not spectacular, I would say. It can shoot up to 2K 30 FPS videos from the rear as well as the selfie camera, and the output is shaky and over sharpened, and the exposure management is just average. So finally, let's talk about the battery. It has a 4600 mAh battery, as I mentioned before, and the battery life here is good. The battery management turns out is very aggressive. So I was able to get around 6 to 6.5 hours of screen on time, which for this battery capacity is commendable. And inside the box, you get a 100-watt charging brick that takes less than 30 minutes to fill up this device. Overall, I think the Infinix Note 40 Pro Plus is a very interesting phone. Performance-centric users need to stay away from it, but if you want to experience flagship features like wireless charging, reverse wireless charging, or if you want built-in ChatGPT features in here, this one looks like a good option. It's also a decent phone overall. It has a nice design, nice display, decent software experience, which is actually cleaner than Redmi or Realme. The only downside here is the cameras, which I wish were better. So everybody, that was all for my unboxing and quick review of the Infinix Note 40 Pro Plus. Do let me know in the comments if you have any further questions about this device. Until then, I'm Pratima. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in my next video.